Hey everybody, this is DeBraun. Was just playing guitar and I broke a string. And when I have this new guitar here. It is a Classic Vibe Squire Stratocaster. You can see that it says Squire there. The specs, I mean, it's the best guitar I've ever played. To be completely honest, it's got the tobacco sunburst body, the tortoise shell pick guard, kind of like James Jamerson's Funk Machine. Um, they've got these here, 60s custom shop pickups and vintage tuning pegs. When I first changed the strings on this guitar, the one thing that I really noticed, if you hear that, my neighbor's a bassist and musician, but um, one of the things I really noticed was there were no videos on the internet or anything like that that explained how to change strings with the vintage tuning peg system that you have. Typically, on regular on I guess guitars that don't have this setup, there's a hole and you thread it through here, wrap it around and it's all good. Well, this is slightly different, and since I actually have to change a string, I've been waiting a while to do this because I was waiting for a string to break. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. First thing you need to know is what you need. Basically, your kind of equipment. You need a string, spare string. This is my G string. I play GHS Boomers, 10 gauge. Those are my string of preference. And you want some sort of pliers or string cutters. I carry a Leatherman with me at all times because I used to work at a hardware store, and I mean, I find a use for this thing every day. So basically, you'll need that, and then all intents and purposes, you want to have a cable and a tuner with you, just because tuning guitars with a tuner, or I guess restringing guitars with a tuner is a lot faster and easier to do than having to try to listen to it by ear. At least for me, because I can tune a guitar by ear, but it's just when I want to tune a string, sometimes the fluctuations go out of tune and I don't really catch it. But anyway, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unwrap the string like this. All right. So I pulled out the string, and so I'm gonna thread this in through the back of the guitar here. I mean, it's just as you would with a regular, just as you would with a regular. Oh, okay, I see an issue here. Just as you would with a regular guitar. Hold on, just 1 second. Here I have the one common issue that happens with me in Strats is the bottom part of the string here just gets caught in the back, and that's what happened here. Come on, let me just use my handy dandy. Okay, see. Oh no, yeah. See, that's basically what was ailing me. All right, because I know what's ailing me. Like I know. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and thread this through the back, just like you would with any other guitar, or I guess with any other Strat type guitar. Or I mean, most guitars that have the thing going back through here. So this is actually this is the guitar that I have out in Kentucky now, and it's kind of become my main axe. As for the most part, I mean, it sounds really good. I love this thing. But okay, so on a regular guitar without the vintage tuning pegs, you see how I have this here. Basically, the difference that you're going to be doing, the main difference here is instead of just threading this through here the hole, or wrapping this around twice and then putting it through the hole, you're actually, let me see if I can. Okay. Okay, you're actually going to take the string. Let me actually go grab a chair real quick. This will be a little bit easier. Okay. Um. Okay. So, all right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the string, and instead of threading it through the hole, since you have no hole, what you have to do is you have to pull the string as tight as you can, and then you're going to measure. You're going to basically stretch it out 2 extra pegs. So I'm on the G string, which is in the middle. So I'm going to stretch it all the way out. Let me see if I can block that light. All right, you see where that tuning peg is? I'm going to stretch this all the way out here, and then I'm going to take my pliers, and I'm going to cut the tip of the string right just maybe like a centimeter beyond the E peg. All right. Of course my pliers don't want to cut right now. Come on, really? Wow. What's up, man?
Partially done?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm downstairs.
All right. I'll be just a minute. All right. So, see how I just cut the end of the string there, even though it took me a quick minute there. But okay, so then what you're gonna do with that? Oh shit! Sorry, for my expletive. All right. I don't know why this is not wanting to cut this. Okay. All right. I don't know what the issue with that is. All right. So now, basically, it's cut perfectly in length with the tuning peg here. I'll pull this out here. So it's, you basically have it just at the G peg here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this a little bit and just place it right in the right down in the hole, and it just goes right down in there. So you see how the string itself. Wow, this is. Let me see here. All right. So the string is going into this. I know it's kind of not great quality on the webcam, but where my finger is. So here is where the string is. It's inside here right now. Okay. So I'm going to put this in here, and then you have to crimp the edge to get just around the front part or the back part of the tuning peg thingy. I forget what these things are called, but yeah. And then you just start winding. I've always been a little unorthodox. I'm not necessarily a fan of the string winders, but I know a lot of people who have them. I mean, my guitar teacher was like, when I told him about this problem, he was like, well, why don't you just get a string winder? Well, I don't know. I find it's therapeutic. But for the most part, all you do is just wind this up here. Hold on, I'm almost there. Oh. Okay, great. You really do have to keep your finger on the the peg thing here, or else the string will back off from the peg and pop off, and then you'll just sit here and be frustrated. It's not necessarily a harder way of changing strings. It's just different, and once you get used to it, it's not that big a deal. But if you're following me along with this, you'll start to feel the string get tighter, and that means that it is wrapping around the tuning peg, and there you go. So that's how you change that.